Okay, sound should work now. Fingers crossed. Can you hear me now? This is not a good start at all. Oh my god. Okay. Fingers crossed. You will hear me in a second. Yay! I'm still new to this, guys. Stupidly had my microphone turned off, didn't I? Anyway, I hope you're all okay. Thanks for coming on. I wanted that to be a grand entrance and I screwed it up. Great. I hope you're all okay. Wow, there's so many of you. Oh my god, this is crazy. So this is the first public one I've done. I do them for Patreon every month, so if there's some patrons on here I can see. We do ours, but they're nice and small, maybe 20 people, so having 44 of you already is a bit scary and a bit daunting. I'm just going to put you on like every screen I've got, just in case. I'm worried I'm going to miss the chat, so I've got the chat here, I've got the chat there. So yeah, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for coming on a Friday night. I just thought, with my vlogs normally going up on a Friday and I haven't done one this week, I thought it would be nice to do this instead, so we can chat. So some of you probably already watch my videos on a Friday, so I just thought we could do it like this instead. So yeah, and it's actually been really nice not to vlog this week, which sounds bad, but sometimes it gets to the point where I feel like my vlogs are forced a little bit, where there's nothing I can really show you, so I'm just kind of coming up with content for the sake of it. And I was doing that, so I filmed Monday, I've got footage from Monday, and I filmed a bit of Tuesday, and I thought, you know what, no, this is not an accurate representation of me. This is me trying to come up with things to show you, because I can't show you some things I'm working on. And I thought, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth doing a vlog like that. So I thought this would be better to do. Okay, I'm going to try and keep up with the chat. There's a lot more happening than what I'm used to, so I'll do my best to keep up with it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. If you've got any questions for me, this is a good place to ask them. I'll answer all your questions, so just leave them on here and I'll try and sift through them. So yeah, so no studio vlog this week, and I am very, very sorry, but I'll be back next week, because next week we've got loads happening next week, sorry. So it won't feel forced. It won't feel like I'm doing whatever I can to come up with like footage. Like, I feel like the best vlogs are the ones where it's just naturally, you can just tell it's just naturally happening. Like, sometimes you watch videos, don't you, and you think, oh, they've staged that just for that video. Well, that's what it felt like Monday and Tuesday this week. I thought, I am staging a vlog here and it does not feel natural to me at all. So I stopped. Hi everybody. I can see all your comments. Oh, thank you so much. Hi. Peeps that want to ask questions, put them in capitals, easier to see. Shelley smashed it. Yes, if you've got a question, let me know. Did you find a new chair? So, I have a really crappy chair. I don't know if you've seen it in the vlogs. It's like an IKEA one, it's really old. And I've been putting off getting a chair. I don't know why, because I desperately need one. But the way I sit at my desk, I'm doing my back some damage, I know I am. And after I had Luca, I feel like my whole pelvis back is ruined anyway. So I thought, right, I'm going to invest in a decent chair. So I did a bit of searching, and then today I put them on Instagram stories, and then as soon as I decided the one I wanted, I decided to go for the one with the high back. They're both out of stock. And all the nice chairs in the world seems to be out of stock at the minute. I feel like everyone's working from home, and all the office chairs have gone. So I will carry on with this rubbish chair for a bit longer and then I will be getting one. But thank you so much for your help. I was just torn between like the pretty chair and the practical chair. So anyway. I've only just discovered your work a few weeks back and then only today did I realise you do vlogs and I've watched about 8 today. Oh my gosh, Hayley, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been doing vlogs nearly a year now. Can anyone like raise their hands if they've been with me since I uploaded the first vlog? Because I don't think there'll be many people. Yeah, there'll be a few, but vlogs started last June. So yeah, I need to decide what to do for my 1 year anniversary. Maybe I do a special live stream like this. I might do a greatest hits, greatest hits. You know, like a little video that like sums up the year. I think that might be nice. That might be nice to do. What is your advice for more sales? Wow, I get asked this on a daily basis now and it's really difficult for me to answer because 6 months ago I was the one asking other people that question. Like I was just not getting sales at all. I don't necessarily think I'm doing anything different than what I was 6 months ago. You just got to carry on, and it's so rubbish to say, but I don't think I'm doing anything special. I just think I've got a bit lucky recently with the people that are sharing me. It's like my mum says, it's not what you know, it's who you know, which is so rubbish, isn't it really? But you know, I had a few influencer type people share my work and you know, you get a following from that, and sales, you know, literally you can tell when these people share your work because your sales go up. So it's awful to say, but I don't have the best advice because I still don't know what I'm doing. You know, like last week was great sales wise, but then next week I might have no sales because that's just how my shop goes. You've just got to, social media is amazing, just be consistent and people buy from people. So just tell your story and get people to know you as a person and a maker, and they'll want to invest in your business. That's what I think anyway. Oh, some people have been here since the beginning. Amazing. I started doing yoga to help my back. Yes, I have done a bit of yoga. It didn't go too well. I should probably get back into it. I started rewatching your vlogs again yesterday and I can't believe how different you were. I know, you were so quiet and adorable. Your bubbliness has certainly come out. I know, and this is why, did I say it last week when I felt a bit, this imposter syndrome came out? And it's because I worry that people will think I've changed negatively. But it's just confidence has grown, and I was always like this is me. I was worried, I don't know, when I first started YouTube, I didn't know how to be, and slowly like got confident with it, whereas I've got to the point where now I feel like I'm myself. But it's still nice to look back to those early videos and see how far I've come in terms of confidence and things like that, but by no means am I any more like clued up on business. Like I still don't know what I'm doing half the time. I know it looks like I do, but I really don't. Shelley started from my second vlog. Oh well, thank you so much, Shelley, you're so amazing. Oh my god, Christy Lee, I don't know what's happened there. Have you just paid some money for something? Christy, I don't really understand what's happened there, but if you've just sent money to me, firstly, you really don't need to do that, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what settings turned on there. But Christy, if I'm not following on Instagram already, can you send me your info and I'll send you a little thank you message. But thank you, you didn't need to do that. Where were we at? Can you share your suppliers? Sure, I have no problem sharing my suppliers. I use like printed.com for most of my like printed bits. I've ordered some bits from Zap Creatives in the last week and awesome merchandise. Yeah, I've considered making washi tape, but it's not something I necessarily use, and I don't want to make products just for the sake of it. So that's one thing I've learned. When I bought my Cricut machine, which is behind me, everyone messaged me saying, you need to make planner stickers, we need planner stickers. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine, I'll do planner stickers. But then I sat back and thought, I don't even use planner stickers. I don't use them. I love them and I love that people do them, but I don't use them. So that's why I've decided to do the bigger stickers, because I do use those. So it's the same with washi tape. I don't really use washi tape, and I understand other people do, but there's so many brilliant artists that do washi tape. So it's one of those, I like to make things that I enjoy, and hopefully you do too. So yeah, that's kind of one thing I've learned, is not to, you don't have to do everything to please everybody. Yeah. How do you balance work with family when working from home? It is so hard. So it's actually worked out great, this lockdown business. Even though it's so rubbish, it's meant that Matt, my partner, is at home. So before, if you watch my other vlogs, my older vlogs, he works long hours. So balancing working and Luca and all of these things was just stressful. So I would work a lot in the evenings. My mum would have Luca on a Monday. So I would work on a Monday. But now Matt's at home all day long. So he helps me out massively. He's in the fitness industry and he loves to exercise, so he just goes out for really long walks, just on his own with the pram, and he's loving life doing that. And it just means I can get work done. So when lockdown ends and life goes back to normal, I might not be able to work as much as I have been doing, which is, yeah. You should get a gaming chair. You know what? I've been looking at gaming chairs tonight, actually. Yeah, someone else sent me a message saying the same thing. Do you post everything up at once, or do you post all your products on a launch day? Love your work, just started my own shop. I used to, hang on, I've lost the comment. I used to just drip feed products. So like I would come up with something and think, oh, that looks great, I'll just put it in my shop and tell people about it. But nothing sold. And then I kind of watched a few, where did I hear about it? Maybe I read a book about it, I can't remember. And they were talking about how you need to build up to launches of products. And I thought, oh yeah, that makes more sense. So I did that for Christmas. Did I do that at Christmas? You guys probably know better than me if you watch the vlogs. I launched Christmas cards and gifts tags, and then I released them. That didn't work out great. No one bought my Christmas cards, but I just liked that idea of working on stuff, documenting it on my vlog so you guys could see it, and I just felt like excitement built so that when I hit launch there was people ready to buy. So I did that again in January, and that went quite well. And then obviously I did it 2 weeks ago, and that went amazingly well. And I kind of just like that idea of working on a collection of items that work together and launching them out. So like I'm doing that with my mermaids right now. I've got maybe 6 or 7 products that will all come out together, and I just think it's quite nice to have these little like launches of things. I mean, you don't have to do that, but it's just something for me to work towards. I just like doing it. The reason people followed you is because you're amazing. Of course people shared you, why wouldn't they? Oh, you're so sweet. Oh guys, so thank you so much. Do you post them as you make them, or have one launch day that you post it all at once? Words are hard. I think I've just answered that question. Oh, Veronica, that's amazing. Yeah, just let me know if you need any more advice. I mean, I'm not an expert, but oh, Kirsty, it's called Super Chat. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, I saw people like say Super Chat, but thank you so much, Kirsty. Christy, sorry, I called you Kirsty. I'm so sorry. You really don't need to spend any of your money, but thank you so much. The pint-sized planner. Hello, hon. I wanted to thank you. I've been watching for a while, and you helped me take the steps to open my own shop. Oh wow! Can you just let me know what your name is? Pint-sized planner. What item would you want to make that you haven't yet? Okay, this was asked on my live stream with my patrons, and I would have to say I would love to make like printed clothes, like pajamas, like That would be really cool. Or phone cases, or just things that are just more pricey, basically. I could make them now, but they're just so pricey. What else would I love to make? I'd really love to collab on things. So, like, I love Paper Gang. I'm so desperate to have a Paper Gang box. That would be so awesome. I have no idea how you get on that. Like a lilac box with, oh my god, like, it would just be dreamy. If anyone knows anyone at Paper Gang, send them my way. Yeah. So, like, a stationery set, maybe? I don't know. That would be so cool. Yeah, it's super chats never seen before. Yeah, no, I haven't. No, I didn't know it was a thing that people could send you money over YouTube. It's crazy. I found your stuff in the last week and I've loved watching your vlogs. Oh, thank you so much. It's been so useful because I'm hoping to start an Etsy shop soon, trying to build the Instagram community, which is tricky. It can be tricky, but it can also... Don't stress about it too much. Like, don't overthink it. I have done a video about my Instagram tips, but what I've realised over the past year, because you have to remember, like, this time last year I had about 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I never posted on there, and I just wasn't consistent. I didn't show my face. There wasn't a person behind this account that I had, and I just wasn't getting the interaction on there. And it wasn't until I started telling my story and being myself, just taking people on, like, the highs and lows of doing this, that people jumped on that and started following. So people, like, have messaged me today saying, I'm really struggling for sales, can you have a look at my Instagram? And when I go on it, I don't know who that person is. Like, I can't get an idea of the person. I don't know if I relate to them. They just posted pictures of their products. I didn't even know their name. You know what I mean? Like, you're in such a fortunate position as a small business to show that you're this person. Like, I feel like so many people think they need to act bigger than they are. You know, make it look like they're a bigger company than they are. But I don't like that idea. I like the idea that showing that I am a small business and this is me and I work from home and I have a family, and I think people like to buy from me because of that. So when you're building a community, think about that. Just think about, why should people follow? Like, if two people were making the exact same product, why should they follow you? Like, what story can you tell? And you don't need to talk to the camera, you don't need to be confident or anything like that, but just telling your story and your why. Why are you doing this business? Like, what's the reason for it? Like, I've taken you on my journey. I've shown you that I'm doing it for Luca. I'm doing it for my little family, and, you know, and I think people just like that. So, you know, if you incorporate that somehow into your Instagram and show that side, I think you'll definitely grow a little community. How do you decide what size your stickers are? Do you have a minimum maximum size in mind? Sorry, rather specific question. No clue. I just make them. Just make them. I feel like some people would think my stickers are oversized, but I like them like that. I like them quite big and bold, and like, there's nothing wrong with planner stickers if you're going to use them for that. I just like things, I feel like, because my illustrations are quite detailed, I think they need to be quite big and bold. So it's just trial and error. Sometimes I just go with how I feel. Sometimes it takes a bit of tweaking to figure out what would work best. Oh, Terry's here. Hi, Terry. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm nowhere near Emily's Instagram, but I find it's just being super nice, being organic, telling other people when you genuinely love their work, and as Emily says, show the person behind it. Exactly. Like, I could not say it better. Don't see Instagram as this place where you upload and get loads of likes and don't give back. Like, for everything you post, make an effort to spend time on there, going through other people's work. And if you like something, don't just hit the love, like the heart button. Comment on there and say why you like it, and build friendships on there. If you expect that on your posts, you need to be giving it out. So yeah, see it as like a two-way relationship. And not only will you get followers, you'll get meaningful connections on there, which is so much better than followers, like just random numbers. You want to build up like relationships. That's what I would prefer, and I say it all. I've said it for months and months and months that I would much rather have a smaller following but have the majority of those people interacting with me than have a massive following and most of them don't even look at my work. So that's how you want to see Instagram. So I'm all for aiming for high numbers, like I am celebrating when I hit all these little milestones, because it is wonderful, but it's the community that is more important, I believe. Your art flows, it connects to each item, that's why we love you and others follow and buy from you. Anyone could pick your items out of a lineup. Shelley, thank you so much. Yeah, my international Patreon tier is sold out. I am really sorry about that. Last week I upped it and they sold out instantly. The problem I've got is I send my boxes every 2 months now, but for this month I've ordered something to go in the boxes, but I've ordered a set amount, so I can't do any more boxes this month just because I won't have enough things to put in it. So I might up it next month, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard trying to find the balance. Hopefully the lockdown will end soon, because I'm going to have to ask my mum to come on board to help with the Patreon stuff in terms of doing the boxes, because currently I'm sending 50 boxes out and that's a lot. It's quite a lot to orchestrate, and that's why I moved them to every 2 months. That I would send them out, but that's just the reason I'm not opening any more for this month, because I can't physically make any more boxes. But from next month I think I might open up a couple more slots, so if you just keep watching, I will let Instagram know when there's more. I have no questions, but I just want to say you're amazing, you're crazy skilled. Many greetings from Denmark. Thank you so much, that's so nice of you. Mugs, t-shirts and stuff would be nice with your art on. I'd love to do mugs, I would love to do all these things. I'm still nervous about making things that I have to bulk buy a lot of, because I have this fear that it won't work out. I don't know why. I'm stressing about that. I think because everything's happening so quickly at the minute, which is amazing, but like I was chatting to my mum on the phone and we were talking about how at Christmas I did a Christmas market, and this was maybe the week before Christmas, and then that day at that market I hit 2,000 followers on Instagram, and my mum was just saying like she couldn't believe how that was Christmas, you know, that was 5 months ago, not even that. And now we're already at 6,000, and when I think about it, I have mini panic attacks because I'm just like, right, this is growing fast, it's growing fast, I need to just calm down a little bit. So I don't know, mugs might be a great idea, but at Christmas that would have been a disastrous idea because I didn't sell anything at that Christmas market. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so, when things move fast, it's scary. It's scary, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what will work. I certainly buy more from people who tell their story. I became invested and wanted them to do well. I'm so happy, by the way, what you achieved recently. Thank you so much, Emily. I agree. I would much rather buy from somebody who I know has a family and I can support them and all these things, rather than a profile where I don't even know what their name is. Like, I don't know the person behind it. I don't know anything that's going on with that business. So yeah. I've taken this advice this week, showed myself on Instagram stories for the first time. It's been so great. Kylie, I was meant to do a post about you. I am so proud of you. Oh my God. You're so beautiful, by the way. Your accent is gorgeous. And I'm so proud of you for doing Instagram stories. If you're not following Kylie Sketches, go and follow her, because she started doing Instagram stories and they're so good. Yeah, honestly, you will see a massive boost in following and your community if you carry on. Would you consider making a PO box? What a wonderful question. My PO box launched today. Whoop whoop. I opened a PO box. It's taken me a long damn time. The problem is, so last week I opened the PO box, I paid for it, sorted it all, and they said they would send me a letter with my new address, and it was meant to start today. Well, I've heard nothing. So I've got a PO box now. I just don't know what my address is. So as soon as I have this new address that you can get in touch and send letters to, I'll let you know. But for right now, I've got no clue what it is. Oh, hang on, okay. So yeah, I'll just keep you updated, but please, can I just ask one favour? Don't spend, I don't want any money spent, I don't want you to do anything like that. If you want to send me products from your business, that's amazing, and I will definitely share them on my vlog. But you know, your letters would be amazing, things like that. But I just don't, the thing that put me off a PO box was I was worried that it looked like I was saying, hey, send me all of your things, and I don't want that. It's just I get a lot of messages now saying, can we have your address? And it's a bit scary, so that's why I've opened it. But I'll probably leave it in all my video links below, and so it will be clear what it is. I love posting my art on Instagram, but I'm always worried that I'm annoying my followers who don't like art. I just draw for myself, but I like sharing it with others. Well, if they don't like it, then they can unfollow you. And they're not your people. You've not got to worry about the people that don't like what you're posting. If you enjoy sharing it, you will attract the right people. And you don't need to worry about those people that unfollow you. Like, I reckon, like, I have had a crazy week, I won't lie. I think I've had close to about 1,000 followers this week, which blows my mind. But I've had about 200 people unfollow me, probably. It just happens. When people realise that's what you're going to post and they don't like it, they'll just unfollow. But they're not my people. I don't need to worry about that. Emily, cricket, worth the buy. Been debating for ages and have sticker designs ready to go and the dollar to do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's outsourcing or try stickers another way. For me, it's been a great investment. I think I've made my money back on it now with stickers I've sold, so it's been great. If you're not sure, I think maybe try some stickers that you can buy, because it's really cheap to do. So my Dare to Dream big vinyl stickers were super cheap. So maybe buy some, see how you do selling them like that. And then if you know, they're doing quite well, then invest in a machine. You know, why not? Hang on, keeps jumping on my chat. I'm too scared to show my face on my Instagram. Right. Yeah, I get that a lot from people. You don't need to show your face. You don't need to show your face at all. You could, if you're drawing, you can just show your hands drawing and talk over the top. But you don't really have anything to be scared of. And once you do a few, you get more confident. Definitely. Once you see that people like it and they like to hear you talk, you will grow in confidence. You've just got to have that courage to do your first few. And Kylie will tell you, like, she'll have been nervous doing her first one, and it does get easier. Yeah. Zap Creatives is running a lot of discounts. They are running a lot of discounts, and I have taken full use of them. I've had wooden pins made, they're coming very soon, and I've had wooden keyrings made, all with crazy discounts, so go and check them out. Look, thanks so much for documenting your journey, going on week 8 on furlough from work, and you've helped me jumpstart my work immensely. Thank you, Emily. Annie, thank you so much. I'm sorry about the rubbish furlough, but I'm so glad my videos can help. Oh, hang on, it's jumped. Yay, PO box launch, yay. As soon as I know an address, I'll let you know. I just have no clue what it is. Hi. Bothers me more if people like actually know season. Doesn't faze me when I don't really know them. I could not agree more. I think there's a lot of people in my family that don't even know I do this because I just don't talk about it. I don't even let my mum share my studio vlogs on Facebook because I'm just not bothered. I'm not bothered about people watching who maybe I went to school with or family. Like, I don't know. I'm so much more relaxed talking to strangers, or not, you're not strangers, but you know, people that I have never met than people that I grew up with, or I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I don't even vlog when Matt's in the house. Well, I do a little bit, but I feel like that. So I still have that feeling. Yeah. It's amazing seeing you grow. You really deserve it. You've also built such a lovely community. You're inspired me to take the plunge and try to build my Instagram. I'm planning to open an Etsy soon. Amazing, Gemma. That is so good. Yeah, don't be scared by it. Like I said, it's been my year anniversary of launching like my Instagram and stuff. Like, I've had Instagram since Instagram started. My art page used to be my personal page. And then I started putting drawings on there in like 2014 and it's built from there, but it actually became my business this time last year. Like it was May 14th or 18th or something like that. So you can do it. And my first YouTube video went up yesterday. My first YouTube video went up a year tomorrow and I had like 30 subscribers. So you can do it. Anyone can do it. Just be consistent, be yourself, love what you're doing. Do it because you enjoy to do it and other people will jump on it. Do you use Procreate at all? I'm a newbie and still getting the hang of it, struggling with the colour aspect. I do have Procreate. I've got my iPad here. Yeah, I've got a bit of a love-hate for Procreate, and I downloaded it and bought a pencil because I just thought everyone's doing it, that must be the new thing you do. I'm a Wacom and Photoshop gal all the way, and I just struggle with Procreate. It's like, it's effort to do, like I don't get excited to draw, and if they were both in front of me and I had an idea, I would jump to my Wacom and Photoshop, because I know what I'm doing on there. Some of my illustrations are Procreate. My Be Kind illustrations Procreate, Rapunzel's Procreate. So I do have some, but I don't find it as amazing as what other people do. And I think it's just because I'm so used to Photoshop and I've used it for years. So here's a question. Go, go, go. Luca and Matt aside, because obviously Superfan, what is easing your lockdown experience? It's hard because I'm very happy with my own company and I've always been like that. Like, this is going very personal, but I don't know if it's because I moved around a lot as a child, so I don't really have, you know, like some people have friends they've had since they were really small. See, I don't have that. I have friends from uni. I don't really keep in touch with any friends from like school or anything. Like Matt's my best friend, so we've been together 10 years, so he's like my best bud. So being on lockdown and not being forced to go out is kind of a dream situation for me. I'm kind of very happy in that. I don't know if other people are like that too. I'm assuming there's probably some introverts here as well. I didn't really understand what that meant, but from what I gather, introverts are people that get their happiness from being alone and in their own company, whereas extroverts get their happiness from being with others, and I'm very much an introvert in that aspect. So what's easing the lockdown experience? And I can't say Matt and Luca. So I would say doing stuff like this, but I would have done this without the lockdown, so it's really hard. I don't know. But I'm not one to have gone out. Like, this isn't making me super sad that I can't go out. If anything, I love it, is just being able to stay in. So yeah. I've been binge watching your videos and just about to catch up, suddenly found this live. Oh, welcome! Thank you so much. I can't believe there's 70 people watching. That blows my mind. I was wondering if you would ever make a stationery set with letters and envelopes. So I do have a stationery set, but this is like my planners and things. I don't know if you know about those. They're currently out of stock only because I get them printed by a local company that are currently closed, but I'm ready to make a reorder. But I've been thinking about doing new notepads and things, just a bit like this sort of style, with like an illustration at the bottom, and maybe I was thinking of doing that, but again, I don't know, like I don't want to do so many different products. So at the minute I've got new keyring and pins and bookmarks coming out, so we'll see. I had an Etsy shop for just over a year now. It's been picking up slowly for a couple of months, and I owe a lot of that to you and your vlogs. Oh, that's amazing. Well, congrats. I have a Facebook page but don't want people close to me see, so I don't post. That's how I am. I don't post to Facebook often because Facebook to me is where family and friends are. Instagram is where my people are, where, you know, you guys are, and where I want to be. I do a lot of machine embroidery. What's your advice on selling and pricing your work? I work in retail and it's a job I might not be safe in. I really want to plunge in doing my own thing, but I'm scared. Pricing your work is hard, and I've learned over the years sometimes I get it really wrong. What I tend to do now is I work out how much the materials cost me and my time to make it, as well as postage and the packaging, and I work out that base price, and then I sometimes double it, maybe. I definitely make a profit. You need to make sure you're doing that, and don't feel bad for doing that. But always factor in your time. I see so many people, and that's honestly, that's one of the reasons why I'm stopping doing commissions now, because I don't have the time to do it, and I spend a long time on my commissions, and it's very hard to charge the right price for how long you spend on something. So yeah, but just, you will get it wrong, you'll get pricing wrong, you've just got to adapt, but just always make sure you're making a profit. So just work out how much your materials cost, and how long what your time is worth, and how long it will take you to make that product. Yeah. What do you edit your videos with? So for the longest time I just used iMovie when I was filming on my phone, but when I got my camera I decided to download Final Cut Pro because I saw they were doing like a 90-day trial, so I'm still in that trial now. I think I've got maybe another 60 days left, but I'm really enjoying it. I really like Final Cut Pro, so it is it does cost some money. I think it's about £300, but I think I'm going to invest in it. I think I am. Gemma's here. Hi Gemma. What do you think is better for printing stickers and prints? Inkjet printers or laser printers? Mine's, oh, where is it? Over there. Inkjet. I love my eco tank. I talk about it all the time. If you go to underneath this video, there's a link for it if you want to see which one I have. Oh, Matt's home. 1 second. Okay, Matt's just got home from his walk with Luca, so I thought I'll just shut the door so we don't disturb. Right, where were we at? I loved lockdown as well. You should definitely do some notebooks. Yeah, I know. I think I might do. I do love the idea of doing notebooks. Amelia, what local printer is it? Oh, because you're close to me, aren't you? It's a Minuteman press. They've got them everywhere, my local printer, Minuteman presses. So it's just a branch close to me. But it's because I know the owner, so it's good. Is anyone in a country that's not in lockdown? I'm in Sweden where there's no lockdown, but I live in the north where there's a lot more trees than people. I didn't know there was places that weren't in lockdown. That's right. Cool. I've been planning to start my own shop soon for mostly greetings cards and bookmarks, and I have an idea to reuse cardboard from boxes and such instead of backing cards, but is that too ugly? That's not ugly. I think if you make it clear why you've done it and like the message behind why you're reusing, you could make it really beautiful and people would really love it. You know, if people knew the reason why you've chosen to do that, and make it part of your branding almost. Little Instagram story hint: if anyone wants it, you can block certain people from ever seeing your stories. I've blocked all my ex-students because awkward. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Right. I just worry it's not worth it, or people won't want to pay. They might not want to pay. Yeah, I mean, I literally just had a message today from someone saying, like, that's too much money, I'm not paying for that. And I just think, that's fine. That's fine, because someone else will come along and say, really, that's really cheap. You know, you can't please everybody. Yeah. Okay, I'm finally caught up with all the comments, so this is really good. Right, so some people are not on lockdown. That's weird. Even when lockdown ends, I don't even want to go outside. Oh, right, I'm all caught up. That feels really good to be all caught up with the comments now. I was worried I was going to get really, really behind. If I have missed a question though, please leave a question below. But yeah, in terms of like printers and all of the links of things I use, I leave them underneath all my videos, so you can always have a look there. I'm thinking of doing like a frequently asked questions part of my website, because I get so many questions asking me like, what printer do I use, what paper do I use, what brushes do I use, and I feel awful, but sometimes I can't get to those messages. So I'm wondering, would that be really bad to just do like a frequently asked questions and like direct people to that? Does that feel really impersonal? I just worry that people think I'm being rude for not answering, but you know, when you send the same messages and you know that everything's linked underneath your videos, or you know, you talk about it a lot. It's really hard. I lost a best friend when I started my business and she blocked me on everything. Have you had any negativity from people from starting your business? What? Adele, why would that I don't understand. So you started your business and just your friend just left? I can't believe someone would do that. That's horrible. No, I actually haven't had any negativity, and I was really worried about what people would think of me when I started my YouTube. I was worried that like who would make snarky comments, or oh, she's trying to be a YouTuber now, and all these things. And actually the people I were worried about are actually the most supportive. It's so funny how things work out like that. But yeah, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. At least you've got us. So if you ever need anything, yeah, just get in touch. But don't, she'll be back. She'll be back. I wonder if some people, you know, like if they want to do something but are too scared to do it, so they feel, it's not jealousy, is it? But you know, like when they see someone else do it and they just like block that. I don't know. I don't know if that's it, but oh, sorry, I was confused. Gemma, oh no, Gemma, it's fine. You asked me questions, it's fine. It's more, do you know what? It's really funny. When people chat to me and are really lovely and we get chatting like we do, Gemma, and you ask questions, I love helping that way. It's when people who like aren't even following me, they've never spoke to me before, I don't even know who they are, and they'll just say, they don't even say hi, they just say, where do you get this, or where do you get that? And I'm a bit like, I will help anybody. I will help anybody that asks for help. but I feel like you need to like at least say hi first. Is that awful to say? So there's sometimes the messages that I just don't answer because I just think I would much rather chat to somebody that wants to have a conversation with me and ask me like how I'm doing, and I can ask them how they're doing and then help that way. But if you're just gonna come on my Instagram and say, who's your pin manufacturer? I'm gonna be a bit like, I don't really want to tell you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds awful to say, but you know, when you give so much and you help so much, sometimes you've got to be careful, and you have to help the people that are supporting you. And like you guys, like I would help any single one of you that need help, because you've just taken that time to support me by coming on here. But yeah. Are there any art fairs or conventions you would like to do next year? I would love to do so many things. I wanted to do so many this year. I did a few fairs last year, and it's so funny looking back. So I did a thing called Creatable. I don't know if you saw the vlog for that, but that was like a massive art, like creative meetup, and I was such a nobody in that room. Like, there were so many people I admired in that room, and I just remember sitting in the corner not knowing who to talk to and being terrified to talk to people. And now the amount of people that, like, all the keynote speakers at that event were just so out of reach to me, and now I'm like friends with them, and I was so looking forward to doing that event this year and seeing how different it would be and how more confident I would be in that room full of people and feeling like I belonged in that room, because last year I just felt so out of my depth there. This year I would feel really positive, and I was so looking forward to doing it and meeting people. So next year I'm going to do loads, and I want to meet so many people next year. So if you have any events you want me to go to, I'd love to meet you. But yeah, doing things like Creatable and craft fairs and art conventions. Yeah, it sounds scary, but I'm just going to go for it. Like, life is too short. You can have a set list of items, supplies you use, and just add them onto your YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. Like some of the things I use. Yeah. We spoke about it together, and she wanted to start one too. Then when I did it, she was being a bit nasty. I'm okay. Took a while, but I think she's moved on. Yeah, I think just some people wish. I think her insecurity is more with herself and the fact that she didn't start it. And she's mad that you've had the confidence to do it. Yeah, it's so tough. Hi. I absolutely get that, Emily. I get loads of follow loop things on Instagram, like, I've never seen you engage with me, and I'm not here for the force, stuff like that. Yes, if I can give you all one tip, there's 70 people watching, please don't do follow loops. I get them on a daily basis now, and I just ignore them. I don't like the idea of a follow loop. I'm not going to follow 10 people on a list that I don't even know what they sell, I don't know who they are, just for the sake of getting a higher following. It's not worth it. I'm really not fussed at all. Same with people buying followers. Like, why would you do that? What's the point of having so many followers that don't even care about you? Yeah, don't do follow loops, guys. Not worth it. I would help anyone to home, but just be careful don't recommend someone and then they get a bad batch and they blame you. Yes, I do get that. So whenever I give advice or like recommend people, I just tell them that I've had a great experience. You know, but I would never recommend someone that I think might do bad. You know, like, it's one of those, isn't it? It's hard. I do know what you mean though. It is tough. But people can blame me, but I'm only going to give my honest opinion on things, and like, if something's worked great for me, then I'll share. Yeah. It's funny because I'm currently working with a company, and they got in touch saying that they liked my videos and they want to send me products to promote. So luckily I've used that company before and I like their products, but it is a bit of a worry because I think, what if someone's had a bad experience with that company? But you know, it's every company has problems like that, doesn't it? Just discovered your channel and now you're my new favourite watch. Oh my gosh, what's your name? Knack250683. If you've got a name, please let me know. I'd love to say thank you. Oh, Harley's Pint Size Planner. Hello, Harley. Yeah, thank you so much. Where do you draw the line with personal perfection and what is sellable in a product? I feel like my bar is set too high and I'll waste good products. Also, what is your favourite cosy drink? Well, that is an amazing question. Where do I draw the line on personal perfection and what is a sellable in a product? I'm still trying to figure that out. The biggest example is my pins. So I had a couple of sleepless nights with my pins because I just thought some of these aren't great, and I put most of them in seconds, and then everybody messaged me saying they couldn't see faults and they loved them, and I thought, why did I put that pressure on myself? So I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's good to set the bar high, like be known to be the person that has high, like gives out high quality things. My favourite cosy drink. Cozy, is that what you want? Like a hot, nice, warm, hot drink? It's gotta be a hot chocolate, right? With cream and a flake, and an orange hot chocolate would be even better. Oh my gosh, so good. Hi, Stacey. I know, it's my favourite thing, this community, honestly. I don't know where I would be now without you guys, like, yeah. I don't feel like I'm interesting enough to put myself out there. I know your advice is true and right, but it's hard to implement. I know what you mean. But I feel the same about me. Like, why do people want to watch me? I'm just a mum that draws. Like, everybody's interesting. But you don't have to force it either. Like, don't make yourself out to be this super cool, interesting person. If you just want to be yourself, that's what people like, you know. Oh, Nancy Doodles, I'm so happy to see you too, even though I can't see you. I feel like it goes both ways too for recommendations. I think if you get one, you shouldn't blame the person who gave the recommendation. It's not fair to your relationship. I completely agree, completely agree. So, like, for example, me and another artist, you'll know who it is, but I'm not going to talk about it. She's so lovely, I love her to bits, but we've used the same manufacturer of a product recently and we've been chatting about it. She's had a really bad experience with them, I've had a great experience with them, so it's kind of like, what do you do, you know? You know, it's hard because she probably will never use that company again, whereas I've had a great experience and keep using them, you know. So, you know, I could recommend them, but this other artist will tell you not to go anywhere near them, and it's just all based on, you know, your experience. Good morning, Stephanie. I don't know where you are in the world, Stephanie, but good morning to you. How's Luca and Hubs? Fun fact, Matt is not my husband. We're not married. We are engaged, you've probably seen the ring. They're great, really great. We're doing okay. Matt is not working. Well, he's doing little bits from home, but he's not working like he used to. And I don't know how, I mean, it's affecting him a little bit, but it's just nice all to be together. It's just so nice. We're a bit gutted because next, I mean, what's the date today? Is it the 20, what's the date? Oh no, 15th. So a week on Wednesday, we should have been going on holiday to Greece. And we were so excited for that holiday. And I know Matt really needed that holiday, like he's worked so hard. So it's a bit gutting that we're not going. So hopefully we can get something booked for next year. Oh, thank you so much, guys, if you have pins. You know what, I don't even have one myself. I did not even save one for myself. I'm gutted. But I've got more on the way from China. So they're literally in Germany, I checked before. So they should be with me hopefully Monday. So if anyone missed out on a pin, there'll be more going up next week. I love that you share your real thoughts on your business, both the highs and the lows. Well, yeah, I don't know what the alternative is. Like, a lot of people say that to me, like, you're so honest, you tell the highs and lows, and I'm like, well, I don't really know what the alternative is. I treat studio vlogs as diaries. And I just don't think it's going to help anybody if I just document the good things that are happening, because all that's going to do is make you try and aim to be this person that's not even real. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just think, you know, if something goes wrong, talk about it. You've got to talk about when things don't work out, because then, you know, I just know that I have a lot of followers who message me that have mental health issues and problems, and, you know, they struggle with depression. And I always said to myself that I would always show the real side of things, because I never want somebody like that that's maybe already in a, you know, a position of not feeling great, for me to then say, this is all going wonderful, you should be like me. Like, I never want people to feel like that. I want people to watch my videos and think and feel like, oh, she's struggling too, but oh, she's had a great day, but oh, this happened. You know, like, that's how it should be. And I think that's how you should show the highs and lows. And I feel like if from day one I just showed the highs to you and didn't show when things went wrong or when I'm feeling sad, or now that I had some success this week, that wouldn't have felt as good as it has done. Do you know what I mean? Like, showing the shitty times makes hitting a milestone feel so much better, because you've got so many people behind you rooting for you. Yeah, so I love showing the highs and the lows. Alexandra, thank you so much. I've been following you for such a long time now. It's truly inspiring to see your progress and motivates me, and I'm sure so many others. You need to give yourself more credit. Thank you so much. Have you missed much? No, not really. I'm just so glad you're here. I've used what you said about your enamel pins and applied that through process when I make my handmade buttons, and it's been a lot less frustrating for me, being a little less picky. Good, good. This community is super sweet. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to have you. Thank you so much. Do you ever feel you put too much detail into your work when you're going for a simple illustration? If so, how to get yourself out of that habit? Karina. Oh, hi, Karina. So, yes. Sometimes I plan to do simple things and it never happens. It's like I always wanted to do these enamel pins that are just simple little characters, but I can't do simple little characters. My characters are detailed, and it's hard, but yeah. What is simple, really? Oh, weddings. I've been married 2 years in September. Young, I know. Sorry, Future Hub. Sorry for that. I'm waking up in New Zealand. Oh, wow. I'd love to go to New Zealand. Yeah, no, we're not married. We have been together since, what, 10 years? It's our 10-year anniversary next month. And we have been engaged 5 years next month. So he proposed to me on our 5-year anniversary. So we've been together 10 years, engaged for 5. We were actually meant to get married. We actually went and viewed a venue. When was it? In 2018, maybe 2017? I can't remember. We went to look at a venue and we picked a date, which would have been June 6, 2020. So next month we picked that date. And then just life got in the way and I got pregnant. So, yeah, we'd been trying for Luca for a few years, so it was kind of planned but not, and we just thought, you know what, let's just leave the wedding. And we've just not really been fussed since, so we've not really talked about it, but we are engaged. I'm still waiting for my package. It is on its way, I promise, but please keep me updated if you haven't received it. Oh, it's just jumped. Dream dress. Oh my gosh. I don't really have one. I never really wanted a massive wedding or the big dress, so I just didn't imagine it. I say this to Matt now, like I would happily just go on a beach, me, him and Luca, and do it that way. Greece is my dream destination. We love Greece. We did Greece, like, I found out I was pregnant in the June. In the May, we were in Greece and it was the dream holiday. Like, I think it's the reason, not, this is a bit like too much information, it's not the reason I got pregnant, but I just think that holiday and de-stressing on that holiday was the reason. Like, it was just what I needed. I loved that holiday. A random question, should my superhero mermaid have a blue tail or a red tail? Ooh, red. And then do the water blue. Yeah, it'll stand out more. I feel you, Matt. We had dream holidays booked for May 2020, but due to chemo had to move to June 2020, and now we can go again. Heartbroken. Oh, Shelley, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm loving being home and homeschooling my 5 kiddies, something I would have never had the chance to do, so very positive and have loved it, but slowly going back to school after next week. 5 kiddies, well done to you. Oh my god, I get stressed with just one. I think watching vlogs helps to make us feel not so alone, and having lots as well, you're more of a real person and not a character created for people to watch. That's exactly it, completely. I only found your account on Monday, but I love you so much already, Ruth. You come across as such a lovely person, and it's so great to see things going well for you. Thank you so much. I've had so many new people this week, which is insane. Stacey, it's so nice that we can advise each other and bounce off each other. The creative community is a really lucky one in terms of respecting each other's mediums and ways of working. Exactly, like I've had no, fingers crossed, knock on wood, no negativity at all yet. I mean, every video I upload I get some down thumbs, but so there's obviously people watching and not liking it, but in terms of like the comments I get and the messages, it's just so lovely. Oh, people are loving the mood board on Patreon. Yay! It's something a bit different, and I don't know if everyone's going to love it, but yeah, if anyone started working on it, let me know. Glitter Sunflower, new subscriber, thank you so much. You're such a thoughtful person. You showing your down moments made me feel like I can handle things too. Made me feel not alone. It's so important for people to see. Thank you for being you. Thank you so much. I do. I just, yeah, if I get upset or I get down or I'm not feeling it, I just try and document it, because I just think it's going to be so helpful. I wanted to get married on the beach, but we compromised that we would renew on a beach after 20 years married. Oh wow, that's so cool. Not the reason you got pregnant. That's great. Well, no, it wasn't. Like, my dates, honestly, we worked out dates, and that's not the reason I got pregnant. But I just think, like, we tried for Luca for like 2 years with nothing happened, and I went on that holiday, and I feel like I just let go, and I was just like, I'm not gonna stress about this anymore. Like, if it happens, it happens. And we just really just chilled out on that holiday, and like came back and, you know, peed on a stick, and it worked. My pet hate is when artists follow you on Instagram, so you follow them back to support them and build that community, but they unfollow you as soon as you follow back. They're just for the numbers. Do people do that? Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Do you have any favourites, Emily? TV show, film, musician, colour, possibly purple, I'm thinking. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these questions. I get so many questions asking me about art, so it's so nice to chat about things that are not art. So some of my favourites. Okay, my favourite at the minute is Normal People. Is anybody watching? I have probably watched it twice now. I've read the book now. I am obsessed. I think it's the best thing that's been on telly in a long time. I got Matt to watch it. He was very reluctant to watch it, and I said that I was like, babe, you will love this show. And he adores it, absolutely adores it. So if you've not watched Normal People, go and watch it now. Like, get off this live stream and go and watch it, and thank me later, because it's wonderful. So that's TV show. Favourite film? I don't know if I have a favourite film. I change my mind a lot. I'm a sucker for a rom-com, a really good rom-com. Don't like horror. I really like, what do I like? Oh, I can't think of film. I'll come back to it. Musician, again, that changes all the time. I like people that can sing, you know, like just really good singers. Like, I love Tori Kelly. She's like one of my faves. Colour, I mean, I'm a sucker for lilac, so yeah, you don't really need to ask that, do you? They say go on holes to get pregnant. I was the same with our wedding. I was happy for jeans and t-shirt and rig just to the office hobby. What the wedding, we have been married 7 years this year, together 13. Oh well, congrats, that's so lovely. That's funny, when I watch and see a down thumb for you, I get angry. You know what my mum does? My mum's just like, Emily, why would anyone put a downward thumb to you? And I'm like, well, that's fine. They've had to watch the video to see. It's cool. I honestly don't mind. But I have to say, it's one of the reasons why I don't film my personal life. It's a studio vlog. I just vlog my work because I don't mind criticism and constructive criticism on my work and my time in the studio. Like, I'm all for that. If you've got comments and you don't think I'm doing something right or things like that, but it crosses the line if you make comments about my family and my house and my, you know, and so that's why Luca's not in the video as much anymore, because I do worry about what will come out of that. But I don't mind the criticism to me, I don't mind that, but as soon as you take it to my family, you know, it crosses the line. So when people say to me like, are you gonna vlog your holiday? I'm like, no, because I don't, on the off chance I get some negativity from it, I don't want it. So what is a mood board? So what I do for my patrons, as an art challenge every month, I put together a mood board, and a mood board is like a collection of images and just like little bits of inspiration that you put together on a board, and you can just draw inspiration from it. Oh, everyone loves Normal People. Oh God, I'm so glad. Normal People was just, I think it's changed my life a little bit. It's on BBC iPlayer, and it's on Hulu in America. I'm not sure about other countries. What animal would you call your spirit animal? I love a manatee. I feel like I'm a bit of a manatee. If you don't know what a manatee is, like one of those big, very slow moving, very chilled animals. I feel like that's me. Bit big, very slow, very chilled, just happy to be there. That's me. Oh, guys, Normal People, if you know, so many people have not watched it, and you need to go and watch it now. It is amazing. Yeah. Do you have any hobbies? I know Luca keeps you busy, but is there anything you enjoy to do if you have time? It sounds so cliche, but I just like to draw. Like, I just genuinely, that is my hobby. Do I have any hobbies? I should really have loads, shouldn't I? But I just like to draw, and I think because I just haven't had a chance to do hobbies in so long. What did I do before I was a mum? I can't even think. I worked out a lot. I used to exercise every day, every night. I was super fit. And then I got pregnant, it just all went downhill, so I need to get back on that. Animal Crossing, I'm not playing Animal Crossing and just don't have the time to play it, but I wish I did. My 6-month-old little boy is smiling at you because he can see you on the telly. Oh my gosh, cutie pie. Oh, 6 months old, such a good age, such a good age. Starting to eat solid foods. They're just so happy to see you. Oh, what an age, so good. I'm reading the book before I watch the series of Normal People. Yes, Hayley, that's good. I did it the other way around, but the show is such a brilliant adaptation of the book. Like, I read the book thinking, wow, they nailed it. So you're gonna love it. What keeps you motivated? Honestly, this is gonna again sound so cliche, but it's you guys. Like, I've built up a little community now that enjoy seeing me, see my videos and things, so that motivates me to do it, because I just think I don't want to sound really like weird, but I feel like I've got a few people on my back now in terms of like I'm trying to show what can be done, and I feel like if I stop, I'm letting people down, and not in a way that's like unhealthy, but it does motivate me. Like every Monday I pick up the camera and think, right, this week what we're documenting, what we're getting done this week, what can we smash this week, and what can we show that can be done when you've got a kid at home, when you've got all these things. And that's what motivates me. Like if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I wouldn't have done half the things I did this year. So yeah, are you a hugger? I'm a massive hugger. I love a good hug. Defo. Are you planning in the future to release some kind of book with your art? Yes. I'm working on a zine / colouring book with my mermaids. So that will be coming out in the start of June, which is so exciting. What tips would you give to those starting out? Sorry if that's already been asked. I missed the beginning because my phone died. Oh, don't worry. What tips would I give to those starting out? Don't be daunted and think like your account's small and that no one's going to see, and like, why should I bother if I've got no followers? Don't have that attitude. Go into it thinking, right, I've got a story to tell, I've got things to post, and people will find me. And I say that because this is like based on YouTube, but you can apply it to anything. So I uploaded my first studio vlog when I had, I don't know how many subscribers I had. Say I had about 50. And I just remember it being very, very slow to get to 100. I don't know if anyone remembers. If you go on my Instagram, one of the highlights is YouTube, and you'll see my stories of just how slow of a burner it was. But if I'd have given up doing weekly studio vlogs because I thought, oh, nobody's watching these. Like I was watching Catnip with her 80, 90,000 subscribers and me with 50, thinking, what is the point of making these and spending my time when no one's watching them? They'd rather watch massive accounts, there's just no point. But I carried on anyway. And now a year later, hitting almost 3,000 subscribers, those videos are still up for people to enjoy, and those people can go back and watch those. And think about that. Think about if you start your Instagram now, yes, you've got no followers, but treat it as though in a year's time you might have 10,000 followers. And that's kind of what I apply now. And I just think a year ago I had 1,000 followers on Instagram, and now I have 6,000. I would never have even imagined in a million years that would have happened. So just when you're starting out, don't worry too much about the numbers, because if you enjoy what you're doing and you do it for the right reasons, people will follow you. It might take a while, and there's lots of tricks you can do to get your followers. I don't even know what they are, but you know, there's things you can do to get them, but just don't stress about it, and don't give up because you think nobody's watching, because one day lots of people will be watching and they'll be able to look back and see what you did. But you've just got to start. You just got to make a start now. And honestly document it, even if you don't want anyone else to see. Make a little journal for yourself on like how you felt and look back on it. Like my favourite thing to do is look back on my Instagram story archive, because this time last year I just had nobody commenting or engaging on my posts. So to look back at that person now, it's just absolutely mental what can happen in a year. Absolutely mental. Hi, I love you and your account. I'm starting off as a freelancer and I really want to draw you. I don't have Instagram, but I do have Facebook. Could you send me a photo of you so I can draw you? Oh, Robin, thank you so much. You don't have to draw me. Tell you what, vlogging is harder than it looks. I've tried it before and just kept doing stuff normally without filming. Do you have any pets? We're getting a Dalmatian this year. So, yes. I mean, you won't know this because I haven't vlogged while I had this, but before I had Luca, I had Maximus. So he's in some of my vlogs. Maximus is a Shar-Pei, and he is my little babe. But he's a big boy, and when I was pregnant, well, as I was getting close to my due date, I asked my mum to take Max for a couple of weeks so that I could like bring the baby home and like get used to having a little baby in the house. Like he would come here and see him, but in terms of like having to walk him and things like that, I asked my mum to just take him for a little bit. And then I brought Luca home from the hospital, and we just realised that as much as like Max would not hurt him at all, he's just such a big dog, and I just had this anxiety and worry that, you know, if he jumped or I just couldn't sleep at the thought of it. So it was just decided that my mum would have him. So he's up the road, he's about 2 miles away from me, and he's very happy with my mum. Like, it's to the point where I said to my mum, you know, we can have him back soon if you want. She's like, no, he's mine now. So I do have a dog, he just doesn't live here now. What's your favourite product you've ever made? It's got to be my new pin. Like, it was just a dream to do an enamel pin, and I'm so happy with how it came out, and I'm so glad I did that design. I wanted to do something different that I hadn't seen anyone do before, and yeah, I'm so glad. I find it so hard to not pay attention to the numbers sometimes though. Yeah, I'm not saying ignore the numbers, because numbers are amazing. When you hit those milestones, celebrate them. What I'm saying is, don't compare yourself to someone that has, you know, loads of followers. Like, this time last year, I remember looking at accounts with like 5,000 followers thinking, how are they doing it? I just don't know how they're doing it. And at times I did compare myself and think, like, what's the point? Like, I'm not getting that attention, like that amount of numbers to my posts. And I felt like I was putting in so much effort and not getting the not rewards, what's the word? Like, I was vlogging every day, and I was putting posts up every day, and I wasn't getting the following. And then there were some people that never posted, and their following was just going crazy, and I was like, why is this happening? But I just realised now that it was just like I was just going up this mountain that was really hard work, and now I'm like getting to the top where, you know, people are joining me, but I had to do that. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean about the numbers. Just don't compare yourself too much. Hi from Belgium. Love this Friday chat. It's like a therapy after a hard work week. Thanks to all your good vibes. Love you, Emily. Oh, thank you so much. Adele, if anyone needs a good laugh, please go to look at my latest mermaid. It makes me laugh every time. Oh my gosh, I will do after this. We all pay attention to the numbers. It's like impossible not to, but it's more about this consistent people who religiously like and comment and generally back you. I'm slowly learning that. Yes, completely. You can tell the people that are following you because for the right reasons. Yeah. Oh, see you later, Andrea. Thanks so much for coming on. My Yorkie had to go to my mum's too as my baby was born March. Not seen him since the start of lockdown. Oh no, that's heartbreaking. I suppose actually I've not seen Max, but I think with FaceTime now it just makes everything better, doesn't it? Oh no, I have seen Max. I've walked past my mum's house, so we've seen Max. So I'm all caught up again. I don't know how long to do this live for, because we've been on for over an hour, and I don't want people to be bored or to feel like they have to stay on, because I know it's your Friday night. It's just so nice to get chatting to you guys, so thank you so much for joining me. If anyone's got any more questions, please ask. It can be anything. I'll answer anything you got. And I'll be back with studio vlogs next week. I've got so much going on next week. I've been working on the 365 challenge for almost a year now, where I draw and post every single day for 365 days, and I used to get discouraged by the number of likes, but now as I reach the end, oh, she's not finished. That is amazing though, 365 days, holy moly. If purple wasn't your Instagram colour, what colour would you choose? Probably light blue, like it is on my little profile picture. Don't know, no problem, don't know who I think I'm giving that advice. I'm new to all this and winging it, but learning things slowly. Story of my life, Terry. How long did it take you to find your illustration style? I'm still figuring it out. I used to, if you go back on my Instagram, I used to paint like more 3D style, and a bit more not realistic, but like, I think because I've worked in animation for so long, my job was to design like textures and things and to visualize characters for 3D animation. So I had that style for so long. But then when I started doing my portraits, I realised I couldn't do that for portraits because I would spend too long on it. So I just stripped my style back, and I just love doing my style now. I mean, it's I wouldn't say the style's changing, but I'm improving. So yeah, it's just been trial and error, but it has changed a lot over the years. What's the best tool you've bought since starting your business? I mean, it's got to be my tablet, really. I just wouldn't be where I am without it. Amelia's going to start watching Normal People. Thank you so much. They're really great. It's only 12 episodes and they're really short. It's quite explicit, quite a bit of sex scenes in it, but it is beautifully shot. Like, it is just the most beautiful thing. The music, just everything about it is amazing. And if you're watching Normal People, message me after you've watched a handful of the episodes and try and tell me that you're not hooked. That's all I'll say. Thanks so much for the lovely live. You're on keeping me company while I'm drawing mermaids. I'm so behind. Oh, bless you, Jenny. You know what? I thought I would be behind, and I'm in front by a week. So I've done week 3 already. I'm now just finishing week 4. But yeah, I don't know how many people know this because I talk about it on Patreon, so I don't know how many normal people will know about it. But one of the things I'm doing is all 12 mermaids will be on an A3 print, but it'll be limited edition prints. So I've laid them all out and they just look so good together. I'm so happy. But I need to get them ordered, so I'm hoping to get my last 3 done in a couple of days, and then I'll get my limited edition prints done. So there's only going to be 100 of them. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for that. It's your Friday night. Yeah, God, Emily, stop rambling on while you got on. Thanks, Terry. Oh, guys, I'm so happy you've enjoyed tonight. For the workshops at schools, did you ask to do that or did they approach you? It's something I'm interested in doing with primary schools near me, as I've just self-published my book and want kids to see. Get in touch with schools, get in touch with local schools. It just so happened I knew somebody who was a teacher, and she was looking for a new after-school club, and she asked me if I did anything like that. So I did that one, and then because of that I then approached other primary schools that loved the idea. But just go for it, just get in touch. Like, primary schools they are given funding to do after-school clubs and things like that, so get on it. I said to them, look, I don't even need to make any money, but they charged the kids per week, and then we just split the money. It was great. I'm working on my mermaids at the moment, and for one of them I'm drawing one that's half octopus. Has anyone else done something similar? And if you have, what aquatic creature have you drawn? I haven't, but that sounds amazing. What inspires your illustrations? I don't know, really. I just make sure that on Instagram I follow people that constantly inspire me. So every time I go on I think, oh wow, that's amazing, that's cool, oh that's a great concept. But yeah, Patreon, doing the mood boards, things like that. Are you inspired to draw more male characters after drawing your merman? Yeah, I mean, I draw a lot of men when I do my portraits for my families. I just naturally am more drawn to drawing women, but I just think, you know, if you can draw men, why not? So yeah, I'm glad I did a merman. I'm really glad I did one. Yeah, I don't do bullet journaling at all. Your glasses frames are so cute. Thank you so much. I tagged them in my story the other day. Have I got my... the company's called Iola. Hang on, I'll type it in here so you know. Iola. They're a Scottish company, but I think they're brilliant. Yeah. I have learnt a lot about anatomy during this mermaid challenge. I feel like I've grown a lot. That's so good. I can't believe how many of you are on here. A lot of people have tagged me on Instagram. I'm just going to go on my phone here and just see what's been happening, because I feel like you guys have just been amazing and tagged me in things. Let me see what's happening. Have you all said you're here or something? Is that what's happening? Oh, you have. Oh, look at you guys tagging me in your little setups. It's so cute. Oh, it's so weird seeing my face on your massive screens though. I'm currently working on the Goth Mermaid. It's really funny given her tattoos I use needles to fill, so I'm feeling like a proper tattoo artist. Do you know what? If no one's following Wonder Moo Crafts, go and follow her now, because oh my god, she's making the most adorable little mermaids. Are you going to sell these afterwards? Because I would really, really like to buy one. I think it would be awesome to have as like a little memento. So let me know. Is anyone else in your family super creative and artsy? My granny's super artsy and I think I get a lot of my creative genes from her. So no one else in my family does anything creative. My brother is sports background. My mum, I always remember my mum drawing a little bit, but I don't know like my grandparents on my mum's side, because she was fostered, so I don't know like my real grandparents if they were artsy. That would be cool to find out if they were. Yeah. Do you ever get frustrated at people watching your videos then going on to do what you say but using such similar colours or graphics as you? What do you mean, Jenny? Like similar posts to me and things like that? It happens all the time. I think people don't realise that I see the similarities. Yeah, and honestly, I have called out a few people on it. Not in a horrible way. Like, I get a lot of people pretty much trace my little character here on the screen, change the hair colour a little bit and the clothes, but then use that as their profile picture. And as soon as I see it, I know it's mine. Like, I know it's been traced from my drawing, because you know what your drawing style is, don't you? And I've called a few people out on it. And like I said, not in a horrible way, just trying to just tell people that, you know, you develop your own style, you know, come up with your own thing. That's not to say everything is unique. Like, I'm not unique in any way. I'm not trying to say that. So like, I'm inspired by other people. But I do try and work really hard to come up with my own style and things that I do. So I just see so much on Instagram and think you've been watching Emily. Yeah. I think a lot of people, no, not a lot of people, but some people do literally take what I post and repurpose. I see a lot of people take my style in terms of like my layouts of things, and even my colours now I'm seeing quite a lot, which is fine, you know, it's absolutely fine if you like that and you want to try and do that. But I just think it's so worth trying to find your own unique thing. Yeah, it is hard, and I've only got a small following in relation to some other people, so it happens a lot, doesn't it, where people's style is taken and stuff. But I'm not afraid to message people and say, hey, look, you know, I know that that's my drawing that you've taken. and you've either copied it or that's my Instagram post, you basically just put your logo on but taken. It kind of worries me about taking your advice sometimes. I think but no, I want people to take my advice because I give it for that reason. It's when people take what you're saying and do a direct copy, which is quite tough, but you can't stop it, can you? So I've just got to carry on focusing on me and what I'm doing and take it as a massive compliment, you know. Hang on, I've missed some comments, let's go back. Getting my bank card ready to sign up to your Patreon when I come off this because I only created my account yesterday. Can't wait to keep up to date with everything you're doing. Ruth, that's amazing. I'd love to have you on Patreon. I've done tiers for every, like, very low to more expensive. So, you know, don't feel the pressure to sign up to high tiers or anything, just whatever you can afford. I give sneak peeks for like all tiers, so I'd be so happy to have you. And also, hang on, is Christy still on here? So Christy did this super chat thing earlier, and can we find it? Oh, it's gone. Is it? Oh, I think it's gone. I think it was Christy that did the super chat earlier, whatever it's called. If you're still here, Christy, or Kirsty or Christy, I can't remember. I really want to send a thank you message because I don't know how super chats work. I don't really understand. All I know is you just sent me some money, and I'd love to even send you a little thank you card or something. Let me make a note and try and find you if you're not on here. Right, where are we at? I work in resin and people have copied my pieces, but because it's not something like a drawing, I can't really call them out. They're obviously inspired my work, but sometimes it really gets to me. I know, it's hard. But people are going to be inspired and they are going to take what you do. I see it as, I mean, there's been a few people where I've messaged them and explained that, you know, like, you know, when I can tell they have literally drawn over my drawing, tweaked it a little bit, and I just say to them, look, I'm fine with it, you know, I really would like if you could credit me or to say that it was inspired by me, but there are some artists that will be really against what you're doing, and I just try and do it as more like an educating thing and just say, look, you've got to be careful on what you do. And some people, it's a confidence issue. You know, they're not confident with their own ideas, and I just think, just go for it. You know, I've worked for 7 years developing my style to now post it, and you know, other people have to do the same and put that time in to get what they're doing, and just copying and tracing is really disheartening when you try really hard to come up with your own style and things like that. There's definitely a difference between learning from someone, adapt it to yourself and your own style instead of copying directly. Copying doesn't get you to learn anything, and I completely agree. If you're inspired to the point people can tell, they should give credit to you. I agree. How do you reply to people's in the chat? When I put the @ and the name, it does nothing. Shelley, I have no clue. If anyone can help. I don't know. I don't know. Some people have. I have no idea. No clue, sorry. When doing Draw This in Your Style, what are your suggestions on when to do them and what to do? How do you decide what to draw? I don't do loads of Draw This in Your Styles. I just get drawn to whether it's an artist that I love and I want to support them, because ultimately you are supporting them because you're helping share their work. Or if it's a character that I'm drawn to, I'll do it. But yeah, I normally do them if I think I can fit them in my style. Yeah. Lucy, Emily is live. YouTube jumped here. Oh, that's perfect environment at the moment. Nice, I can listen to you. Emily, well, Lucy, welcome. We have been on for an hour and a half though, so I'm not going to be on for much longer. I'm so sorry, but you can rewatch this. Goodness, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I had taken a copy of someone else. How could they feel proud of copied work? Yeah, it's so hard because I do feel for, because honestly it happens a lot more than you might think. And I don't think some people realise sometimes, but I find it really obvious when I go on their profile and all the pictures are like different styles going on, like they don't have a clear style, and it's obviously where they're trying out everyone else's. So I just try and encourage them to just practice and work on their own style. Yeah, it's really hard. Oh no, nobody knows how to work YouTube. Right, so I'm assuming Christy's not here anymore. Did anybody pick up on what her surname was? I'm trying to find her. I need to try and find her on Instagram. You're so kind. Christy. Oh no, I'm not following anybody with that name. I'm hoping that she. Let's just check my followers. Christy. No. Okay, well hopefully I can find her. Right. I think I'm gonna head off. But I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I cannot believe how many of you are here. I've loved it, and I think I maybe need to do this more often. I do it every month on Patreon, so if you are on Patreon, I do it every single month, and we have a little chat like this. Oh, there's a Christy Lee Graham near the top comments of that. Oh, Christy Lee Graham, that'll be her. I will try and find out how I can find her on Instagram, because I don't think that's her name. I can't seem to see her. So I'll have a little nosy and see. Will you go live more often in the future? Do you have special days in mind, or where can I check so I can come in earlier? If you subscribe, and this isn't just like begging for subscribers, but it would be amazing. If you subscribe and you press the little bell button, it will send you a notification when I upload, and I know this because my mum has it turned on, and it's so funny when she gets a little bell. But anytime like a video is uploaded or I go live, it'll just pop up and say that I've gone live. So that's probably the best day. I don't have special days in mind. Like I said, I do it every month on Patreon, but this was just a one-off because I didn't upload a vlog today. So yeah, if people like them, we can do them more often, maybe every other month or something. So yeah, but thank you so much. I am going to go and chill now. I'm going to get in bed. I might even go and watch Normal People again for the 15,000th time. If you want to get in touch with me, like I said, come find me on Instagram. I'm sorry I'm not the best at answering messages. If you're a Patreon and you want to get in touch with me, use the messenger on there, because there's less people on there, so I can get back to you. But thank you so much. Let me just double check that nobody's tried to get in touch. Oh, we've had a new Patreon. Alina, is it Alina? Oh yeah, thank you so much for joining me. New Patreon, welcome. Right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, Lucy, click the bell and hopefully it'll send you a little notification every time I upload. So I'm gonna go. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on YouTube again next Friday with the next studio vlog, but I'll be on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, so. Right, bye guys. Love you loads. Have a lovely evening. I'm gonna go. I'm just waiting because there's a bit of a delay. I'm just gonna make sure you all know to go. Right. Bye guys.